Welcome to DFS Insights. In today's UFC First Insights, we're giving you a sneak peek at this upcoming UFC on ESPN 59 card. We'll cover fighters' salaries, potential winning odds from Vegas, and our very own logistical regression calculations, basically a math prediction of who's going to win the fight. So join us for a high-level overview of the main fights, and we'll highlight those key matchups that you need to keep your eye on. So this is just the beginning. This is just that first insights. We're going to be doing a full breakdown video, so keep an eye out for that in the next few days. And with that, dive in with us, and we'll go over the strategies and picks to help you win that big money, $100,000 this weekend. So let's get started.
Yeah, I'm super excited. We got UFC Fight Night coming up here on July 14th. We got the main event, with Rose Namajunas fighting Tracy Cortez. Some other good fights on the card. We got Gene Silva, who just fought here recently. He didn't make weight last time, so it'd be interesting to see if he can make weight on this quick turnaround after that first round knockout that he had. Some other good fights on here. So yeah, looking forward to the card. And Rose Namajunas here in the main event. She's FanDuel has her at a minus 235 favorite. We got Tracy Cortez coming in at plus 180. What are your thoughts kind of on those odds?
Yeah, let's go ahead and pull up the sheet here. Here's our sheet for UFC ESPN 59 here. Obviously the names, salary breakdown, DraftKings salary wise, win odds, Vegas win odds from the site that we like to use, and then the my data column here is that math prediction. So you can actually kind of see, just starting off here with the main event, Rose versus Cortez here. Vegas has Rose as a favorite, but math is actually predicting Tracy Cortez as the favorite in that matchup. So that would be a good one to kind of keep an eye on. And you're probably thinking, no, is that math? What does math know about fighting? Well, looking back at, if you go tune into our last video on 303, we actually meant that our math calculated 11 out of the 12 fights correctly. The only one that we ended up getting wrong was Cub Swanson, and I think he, personally, after watching the fight, I think he got robbed. So I'm counting that as a perfect card. I don't trust judges. I can judge better, and I don't really know anything about judging. So with that, you can see here, few fights are basically dead even. The Dober versus Silva, even though Silva's coming off of basically no training camp, like you said, he fought just in the UFC 303, but they're both negative 113. Both Dover and Silva, and then you have another basically, pick 'em in the Andre Petrosky and the Josh Fremd fight there, negative 115 and a negative 111. Jesus, math sees it a little differently. The green obviously indicates that the chance is over 50% of them winning, percent chance to win. There, and then the yellow on their name indicates that they only have 3 or less fights in the UFC. So that kind of skews the data on the math side just a little bit, because obviously the math uses their UFC stats, the strikes per minute, the takedown averages, the defense, and percentages and things like that. So their stats haven't evened out. And Fatima Klein here is a late addition. She took the place, I forgot of who, but this is her first UFC fight. And Vegas actually has her winning, the favorite, excuse me. The math you can see a little bit different. It hit 91% because there's literally no data on her. So that one's kind of skewed. So, but yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. 11 fights on the card now. I was a little nervous because it was at 9. And then that would have basically, I would have been leaning more towards just the overall win, you know, the percent chance to win, because, with 9 fights, getting, just 6 of them right, you can be actually quite high up there in the money. But now with 11, I'm going to be leaning towards, obviously the wins, but then I'm going to be looking for those inside the distance finishes, and the round one. Obviously, you look for those anyways, but with the more fights, you typically need those round ones to be up there in the higher money, especially in these tournaments. So be paying attention to the ownerships, and there's 3 women's fights, so they're typically lower owned. So we'll see. We'll see how the card plays out. I'm excited.
Yeah, yeah. I just hope the co-main event doesn't change up 4 hours before,
Hmm.
beforehand, and then 60% of my lineups are dead. Um, you know, so let's just fingers crossed that this card stays together.
Or at least give me the option to change.
Yeah,
Substitute them
for
out
sure.
before an hour before the fight happens. So,
Yeah,
but no, yeah. Anything else to add here? It looks like pretty decent card. For obviously
yeah,
free fights wise. So, looking forward to it. Like we mentioned before, this is just a quick high level overview. Giving you the basic, first glimpse here into this card. We're going to do a full breakdown, giving you 3 key fights that, we're going to dive, more in detail about, and why these ones will, have the potential to be, why we think they're going to be in the optimal lineup. So that's coming out here in the next few days. Obviously, we're waiting on some numbers to come in to further that, but other than that, not too much to add. So please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss that next upload here for UFC on ESPN 59. Good luck.